Well, hello. My name is Angelina Russo, and I'm with a group called Purple for Parents. The other week, when we were all over at the election headquarters, I was there to talk to everyone about what's going on in our education system. And the reason that I am very passionate about this is because right now we know what happened here in Arizona was complete and total fraud. We know this. And we're gonna count those votes, regardless what they do. We're gonna win. Trump's a fighter and we're gonna win. But my biggest fear is not the fraud that you're seeing happen in the state of Arizona or in the United States right now. That's not my biggest fear. Because of what I have witnessed in the last decade. You see, I moved here 2 years ago from California, and I've seen up close and personal what happened in the education system in California. And when I moved here to Arizona thinking that I had escaped it, I was devastated to see that it is just as evolved as it was in California, meaning it didn't just start yesterday, okay? And what it is the root of everything that you're seeing right now. The root of that is in the schools. In 4 years, we're gonna be at another election for president, and they're not gonna have to rig the system. They're not. And you wanna know why? Because they're indoctrinating generation after generation after generation of kids. And they're gonna get out and they're gonna vote exactly as they were trained. And they were trained, brainwashed. They took a play from Hitler, who said, give me a kid at 7, I'll give you the perfect Nazi at 15. And I have personally seen that go full circle coming from California. Because when you do that to a child at such a young age, I'm telling you, you won't even recognize them by the time they're done. And I know you've all seen a taste of this. How many of you have adult children that are either just graduated from high school or college, and they voted for Biden, or they've bought into all this social justice warrior stuff? You didn't raise them that way. You didn't do it. Where did it come from? Where did they learn it? They learned it in the schools. Our kids are being weaponized by the education system. In Purple for Parents, one of the main things that we do is comb through curriculums. We find out about teacher training from teachers who secretly tell us this because they're scared to death of the unions. I'm sure you all remember who Red for Ed is. Well, they're your kids' teachers. What do you think's going on in there? During the shutdown, when we were all stuck at home watching our economy fall apart and none of us could go to work, you know what they were doing? BLM teacher training for the kids of Arizona. This is not happening in California. I'm not talking about the kids in California. I'm talking about the kids in Arizona right now, today. To give you an idea of the 6 sinister plans they have for your kids, I'm gonna tell you a few things that Purple for Parents has worked on and won. Kathy Hoffman, who is the superintendent of education for Arizona, she decided that she wanted to make a state mandate with comprehensive sexual education. If you don't know what that is, the few things that I could tell you that are legal to say off of a school campus, because off of a school campus, it is considered child pornography. But if it is on a school campus, it's considered comprehensive sexual education. In her comprehensive sexual education, it teaches kindergartners how to masturbate. It teaches 4th graders how to have anal sex. That is the lightest thing that I could tell you. It goes so much deeper than that, but I cannot say it. She wanted to make that a state mandate. Okay, it is a mandate in California already. She wanted to have that happen here in Arizona. Well, Purple for Parents took her on a year and a half ago, last May. We won. We won. And it shows that if you go down and you fight, you can change something, and we did. We killed her on that one. But they came out with something that you guys have probably heard of right now. It's called critical race theory. But in schools, it's called equity. There is a particular program that became very big. Of course, it was birthed in California. And this company is called Corwin. And they make one called deep equity. And it's deep, all right. It's right out of the damn bowels of hell. And they put it into Kyrene Unified School District. It is literally social justice warrior on steroids, communism, socialism, with a lot of the aspects from the comprehensive sexual education. Okay, so it's the whole kit and caboodle, and they put it in. It was being taught to all the kids in the Kyrene Unified School District. We took them on, we won. We got it kicked out. 5 months later, they brought it back. And how did they do that? With a Republican majority school board. Okay? And it popped up its ugly head again in Chandler Unified School District. We managed to beat it again. We did beat it. However, want to talk about collateral damage? A school board member was attacking the parents of the kids in her district. I'm talking about doxing, trying to get people fired from their jobs, contacting their spouses, and then every rabid leftist group that you could imagine, she paraded into the school board meetings to unleash on the parents of the kids in her district. So we took a lot of collateral damage, but she still lost. Ask me if anything happened to her. Nothing. And now they're going to come up with their own equity training. They also are the ones that received the BLM training during the shutdown. So, guys, it's never going to stop. And I'm going to tell you what the #1 problem is. When we roll into those school board meetings to literally fight against pure evil waged at children, we roll in almost alone. It's just us. There might be 2 or 3 parents there. That's it. If we have 1 parent for every kid in a school, you'd have to hold school board meetings in the stadium on the football field. That's what it's gonna take. That is what it's gonna take. Because if we don't take back our schools, you will not have a future here in America. Our children were in the fight of our life. We are in the fight of our life for our country, and the only way that we are gonna win is if you fight for the hearts, minds, and souls of your children, because that's it, guys. That's the future of America. It is the root of everything you're seeing right now, and in 4 years, those kids aren't gonna fight it. They're gonna follow right along. You're gonna lose your kids, and you're gonna lose your country. And it's happening right here in Arizona every single solitary day. I highly suggest everyone, I don't care if you have kids, if you don't even have kids, if you're an American, if you're a taxpayer, this is your problem. This is absolutely your problem, and I invite you all, I beg you all, please come to the battlefield for the hearts, minds, and souls of America's children. Join Purple for Parents. We're on Facebook. We're also on MeWe. Join us. We'll give you all of the information. We live stream regularly. We bring you all the evidence that we find, from curriculum to interviews, you name it. And we put out calls to action where we need you. And you let us know. You see something happening in your kid's school, or if you've seen it on the Zoom, let us know.